definitely, this experiment was very educational for me. So what are you doing today, Maureen? Well, today Marissa and I, we're gonna be harvesting the garlic. I am way overdue for picking the garlic. This is the garlic seed that Marissa bought. And then all that's in here is the store-bought garlic and a potato. So this was my first time to plant with store-bought garlic, and so this is a whole experiment. But a couple of things that I wasn't quite paying attention to. When I first planted the garlic, it sprouted within a week. So I didn't know that that was an indication that this was actually gonna grow early. And so it grew quickly, where the seed garlic, of course, didn't come up as early. And then once we were in the spring, I was quite neglectful to the garlic. So I should have been putting up more straw to mound it up, but I didn't. And then about a month ago, I was noticing them dying, and I thought, oh, it's too early to pick the garlic. But apparently it wasn't. And so I took the time to pull out all the bindweed and mound it up with more straw, just because I was thinking, okay, the ground is too dry, and so they're drying out and they're dying. And then as I was thinking about it, I realized, I wonder if that the early sprouting and the dying off early was actually an indication that it was done. Basically, a couple of weeks ago, I had actually pulled all of the straw off of them to let them dry out, because I went, okay, we got to pick these. So here we are today, picking the store-bought garlic, a little on the late side. The seed garlic looks good and pulls out fine because they still have their sprouts. Ooh, he's a big one. Oh, those are gorgeous. Awesome. But with the store-bought, the ground being hard and dry, we do have to kind of go in and give it a pull. But I'm impressed with just how big this is. I'm really happy with that. Woo-woo! So we've gotten all the garlic picked. Yeah. And, you know, we did have to do some digging, as I showed you. So the three kinds of garlic that we have, this is the seed garlic here, so it looks great. This is the store-bought garlic, which I'm very pleased with. Yes, it's smaller, but I'm happy with that, and the price pointing is what really matters. And last year with our seed garlic that I grew, we didn't find that the flavor was really strong there.
No, not really.
So it was like, once we see how it dries, we'll see how the flavor goes. But we did have a lot that were like this. So I think this garlic will not be able to be stored, and we'll have to use it right away. So we might end up blending it and, you know, and making something that we can preserve it with. Mm-hmm. So now that all the garlic's picked, we have to put the potatoes in. Yeah. We've got the bed all prepared, and we have our potatoes in. On this side, I have Alaskan Bloom, and on the other side, Innovator. So now we're gonna just cover it with our straw. And now we have 2.5 beds filled with potatoes for the fall. It was a very busy day of picking and planting. But the star of the show is, of course, the garlic. Yeah. So I'm just in the process of processing it all, because I do have to weigh it for the Global Gardening and Homesteading Challenge that I'm in. So the garlic I decided to process in 4 different ways. So this, of course, being the one that we will hang and dry. But we had some that were like this. So they've lost their paper because they were in ground too long. Maureen is learning a real good lesson right now. This style here, I did have to cut the ends off because there was no end. And then we have some singles. So basically, the ones that are all separated, we're gonna process those first, and kind of so on and so forth. So the lesson that I'm learning through all of this, you really do need to keep watch of your garlic. I was doing an experiment by buying grocery store garlic because it's way cheaper. You know, basically the seed garlic, I think I probably paid for maybe about 5 of them, and it was probably upwards to $35. With the store-bought, I got great big packages that were $5 a piece, and I spent $25, and that's what allowed me to plant over 700 garlic cloves. So the big question is, will I do it again? Absolutely, I will. But I will be more cognizant of watching the garlic, because for the most part, I was thinking that they weren't getting enough water, and that was really not what the problem was. It was that Hey Maureen, we're done. You can take us out now. So with these garlic cloves, you know, we'll let them dry somewhat, but we will work at processing them quite quickly because like this one has no paper. So, you know, I might do pickling, or we might grind it down and make it into a paste and freeze it. These would be great to do open kettle canning with because it would be wham bam done. Definitely. This experiment was very educational for me, and I know that I will continue to learn more things as I'm growing garlic. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. I sure look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. God bless.